for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with The Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dodson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm, providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat My Niche experience?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. What's up, everyone? We are back. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. We had technical difficulties on the YouTube side, but Ken, I believe that we are up and running.
We're live.
If I'm not mistaken.
We're good.
All right. So sometimes, with this technology, it can act funny, So, we're all pumped up about the football season, NFL football season, the Pittsburgh Steelers getting going and everything. And we weren't live on YouTube. So now we are good on YouTube and we're ready to bring it. We were just going over the segments, but what we'll do, Ken, in the interest of time, we'll forego the introduction from a segment standpoint because all those particular topics for the segments are on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, just go into the description and you'll be able to see all the particular topics that we'll be talking about, as well as you can go to the website to get all the relevant information as well. My name is Kevin Cameron. Ken Craig is who you heard.
Up?
That's
What's
across from me as well. So yeah, we are ready to get this train moving down the track. A lot of different topics to talk about today. If you would like to call into the show, the number's on your screen, whichever way you connect it, but I'm going to give it anyway because sometimes people drive or they might be working in the yard, so on and so forth. So the number is 412-213-8995, or you can text us at 412-218-3888. Okay. Also, please connect with us on our socials. All the information is on our website, pghdsen.com. Also, see our full radio schedule. We are a 24/7 radio station. If you have not subscribed on YouTube as well, please subscribe as well as on our radio platform. The question of the day, Ken, when I take a look at the question of the day, I see that we need to come up with one.
Oh,
Okay, we need to come up with one for this week.
yeah.
Okay, so before the end of the segment, we need to let everyone know what we're thinking from a question of the day standpoint. But let's do this. Yesterday, Labor Day, laying around or cooking out or playing golf, whatever you were doing. I was kind of doing a little bit of all that fantasy draft and everything else.
Everything.
Yeah. So the news broke that Jaylen Warren signed a 2-year extension, $12 million guaranteed, if I'm not mistaken. Did you see that coming?
I didn't think it was going to be this year. I did not. I thought they'd let him play it out. I'm forgetting what he signed the tender. Played out the tender this year, and then see how he does, and then sign him to the extension after. I was thinking maybe after he proves himself as kind of a quote unquote lead back, if that's what we're going to call it this year.
Mike Tomlin called him the feature back today during his press conference.
Right.
Yeah, the feature back.
So it does look like he'll be earning $7 million in 2025, and my understanding is a 2-year extension. Or in $7 million in 2025 and $12 million total guaranteed.
Total guaranteed.
Yep.
Okay.
So good for him. I mean, keep in mind he had his route to the NFL was quite a bit different than typical feature running backs, right? He came in as a undrafted free agent, started in JUCO, made his way to, I think it was Utah State, and then Oklahoma State, and then again, undrafted free agent, signed a $12,000 signing bonus with the Steelers years back, and now he's got a 2-year extension, going to make $12 million guaranteed, but now feature back for the Steelers. I keep in mind him and Caleb Johnson and Kenneth Gainwell will be the kind of trio. But looking forward to seeing what he's going to do. But that definitely came out.
He needs to hold the ball, Ken.
Yes, he does.
He concerns me with ball security. You can't be a feature back in the NFL and have that concern.
Yeah,
because they're always stripping at the ball. I like Jaylen Warren. Don't get me wrong, everybody out there. But, like I said, he needs to hold on to the ball. I think if he holds on to the ball, he'll do well. Okay?
Yeah, when he's going, he's going.
Yeah.
Right? And I think he has to stay healthy. He's got to stay on the field and hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what? The thing about it as well, this signing is as far as some of the things that are being said, some of the things that I'm hearing out there, Ken, could be misleading. Like the Steelers haven't signed a running back to a second contract since Willie Parker. Okay. That might be true. However, keep in mind, it takes two to tango.
Sure.
Right? It takes two to tango.
Yeah, because you could say that. I mean, Lev Bell, we tried to
That's where I was going.
Tried to give him that extension.
Yeah.
We tried to sign him to the option or the franchise tag. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He did not accept it.
Yeah.
We tried to sign him to a long-term extension. Did not accept it. We see where Bell's at now. Not saying that changed, and I'm not sure exactly. He's boxing, right? He's boxing.
Did you see he's in Pittsburgh boxing?
Yeah, he's always here.
Yeah,
I feel like he regrets.
Yeah.
I truly
And
believe
let me go back because again, I don't want to give bad information. I did hear that about that second contract somewhere.
Oh, it's said all the time.
Yeah, but didn't James Conner sign a second contract
with us?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could look that up.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I want to say James Conner signed a contract, but the thing about it, as you look that up, Ken, I started to think with these unrestricted free agents or undrafted free agents. Okay. Willie Parker fell in that category, right?
Yes, he did.
Back in the day, Donnie Shell fell into that category.
Yes, he did.
Right? I would like to know
James Harrison as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would think the Steelers would have to be a top team to materialize undrafted free agents.
That would be a fun study.
Yeah.
That would be a really fun study because we grow our own or historically,
right?
We've grown our own. And when you believe in someone, we used to have the coaching staff, and I believe we still do. I think the NFL has changed quite a bit, but we used to have a coaching staff that would take a player who had those raw attributes and mold them into a tier player, right?
Definitely.
And now, do we have that now? I don't think the league is set up that way.
Yeah, let me ask you a question because from a draft standpoint, or I shouldn't even say from a draft standpoint, but I guess where I'm going here with a assessment standpoint, assessing players, bringing players in. Okay. What's harder, do you think? Bringing in a player undrafted that might have potential or drafting someone number one? Ooh. To me, I would think, to answer my own question, I would think it's harder for the undrafted free agent to find value there versus number one draft pick, because number one draft pick, everyone knows he's talented.
Yeah.
He's expected to pan out.
I think that it's kind of a multi-pronged answer, right? I think if I'm a scouting department, let's say that I'm a talent acquisition professional, and I was out there looking at free agents, right? You could see that, there's grit. You could see all these things that you look for in a player. When it comes to someone who's really talented and bringing them in and how they will transition, like from a first overall pick, or like a first round pick perspective, to me, assessing a first round pick, it's hard to put their on the field attributes aside and say, wow, they are a killer on the field, right? They are just amazing ball players, but something isn't right. Like, that's where I see it, right? Because
which one? What are you saying? Which one is hard?
I think assessing like first round talent.
Is that right?
I think so, because you could look at a player and say, like, yes, they'll make it, or no, they won't.
Okay.
But with a first round pick, it's not like you're saying yes or no, they'll make it.
First round pick supposed to make it.
They're supposed to, but do they?
Yeah. No.
Right.
No. But they're supposed to.
And if I'm investing that much capital into a player, like it better be as close to as 100%.
They're going to get paid.
Yeah.
First round pick is going to get paid.
You're going to get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's careers that are lost based on making the wrong picks.
Undrafted free agent, he won't get paid. He's going to make the NFL minimum. He's going to have to come in, prove himself, and then try to get paid.
Right.
So it's hard for that undrafted free agent to catch up to make some money.
Sure.
Unless you're James Harrison.
But James Harrison, I mean, how many teams was he cut from? He played over in Europe.
But he made good money too.
Yeah, absolutely.
However,
it took him a while.
However, we have to make a deduction for all those fines he got, right? That's something we need to Google too. What was James Harrison's total NFL fine?
Ooh, I think
Or maybe we need to just have him come in and he could tell us.
Yeah, James, if you're listening, because I know you're listening to Pittsburgh's ESPN on Tuesday afternoon at 6:25 p.m. in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
There you go.
I know you're listening. Just give us a call live and let us know what your total fines were. I do believe he mentioned it on another podcast. I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah, we can say it. Debo, was it Debo? He's doing a podcast now. Debo and who was the cornerback we have from Cleveland that came in here, did well?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Cornerback.
Oh, cornerback.
Joe Hayden.
Yeah, Joe Hayden.
So it's Debo and Hayden. They have a podcast. So at least he can do now is come in, right? Because we just plugged his podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so it makes sense. What were you looking up, Ken?
James Harrison.
Before that.
Yeah, I was looking up James Conner.
Right.
He did not have a second contract from the Steelers. No.
How long did he play for the Steelers?
4 years on his rookie deal.
Okay.
From 2017 through the 2020 season.
Okay.
He signed a 1-year deal with Arizona Cardinals for $1.7 million, and then they did a 3-year extension after that.
So James Conner was only here 4 years.
Yeah.
It seems like he was here longer than that.
It does.
Wow.
Yeah, he was only here 4 years, and then went on a 1-year deal to the Cardinals, and they gave him 3-year extension and then another 2-year extension.
Okay. Maybe I'm getting Arizona confused with that new contract or a second contract. All right. So, okay.
In total, in case we don't want to wait for Mr. Harrison to join us, just find approximately what we know of.
Yeah.
$125,000 by the NFL in 2010.
125,000
total in 2010.
It seems like it should be more than it. Didn't he get suspended for at least a game as well? So that's money too. I know it's not a fine, but yeah.
It says
you know what? People sue for all kind of things these days. I'm surprised he's not out there trying to sue the NFL.
Yeah,
to try to get that money back.
And that was a rounded number he mentioned on a podcast the other day.
Okay.
He said it was over 100,000.
All right. So, congratulations again to Jaylen Warren for getting the second contract.
Yeah.
First since Willie Parker, but it doesn't mean that, again, the Steelers weren't trying to sign someone else to a second contract because we know Lev Bell, they wanted to keep him on board. And again, like you said, he regrets it now, right? Wouldn't you think?
He has said he should have stayed in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's
funny how things happen.
It is.
Yeah.
Grass is not always green.
Yeah, and I meant to ask you, Kim, what kind of hat is that you have on?
I'm gonna be wearing it. Huh?
Is that backwards? Is that Oregon?
No, it's Oakley actually. Oakley.
Okay. Yeah. See, good thing I asked because I wasn't sure. You're good.
I know.
Maybe we'll start getting some advertising from.
I know. You know what's funny is I golfed in my hat yesterday.
Okay.
And it was a little dirty, so I washed it, and it wasn't dry yet.
No. Okay.
We golfed out at Apollo Elks, and I wanted to mention this on the show as I was pulling in to the clubhouse. Pittsburgh's DSEN was on table where they were counting on the money.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
At where was this?
Apollo Elks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who had it on by chance? We need to give them a shout out.
And it was.
You're not sure. And this was golf yesterday?
Yeah, it was Roe.
It was probably Roe.
Yeah.
Roe Dalton.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
excellent.
he was over
Regular
there. And I think it was on his phone.
Okay,
actually,
cool.
Is what he was
cool. I just ran into Roe Sunday night.
Yeah.
Down at the Soul Fest here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Very cool.
So yeah, that's my guy right there.
That's
all
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about our predictions for the year. Pittsburgh Steelers predictions for 2025. And first of all, everybody, I'm just going to let everyone know it won't come until the second segment.
Yeah.
But I have a major surprise.
Oh,
I changed my mind on something.
All right.
I went through the AFC North, and I had a team in mind that I just knew would be the champs of the AFC North. And, I'm a homer.
You are.
Right? But
black and gold glasses all the
yeah,
time.
Yeah. I try to be objective, though.
Mhm.
Some people think I don't try to be objective. I really do. I broke down.
You are.
Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, you are.
I broke the schedule down, and I went through it thoroughly. The whole AFC North.
Yeah.
So I have a surprise. I'll save it for segment 2. But as we look at our Pittsburgh Steelers schedule, which the Steelers are in New York playing the Jets, Justin Fields will be starting quarterback. Russell Wilson, of course, he's with the Giants, but Aaron Rodgers will be a quarterback for our Pittsburgh Steelers, right? So kind of like a swapping of the cheers. Okay, so I think it's important for the Steelers to get off to a good start Sunday in New York. And
it's going to set a precedent.
Yeah.
It really will. I mean, because you have the disrespect. I'm taking it as disrespect of Justin Fields leaving and rejecting a contract.
Not disrespect, Ken.
I take disrespect.
It's a business, man.
No, I don't take disrespect from Justin personally.
Okay.
But from a mentality of going into that field, like, you don't want to be a Steeler, we'll show you.
Interesting take.
Yeah.
Because the Steelers bring players in on Friday and they're gone on Monday. So
it's not Justin every game. I'm a fan of Justin Fields. Great guy. Was nothing but professional while he's here.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of him the next 16 games. Right?
Yeah.
The one game.
I still think he's a backup quarterback. He could prove me wrong.
Yeah.
He could prove me wrong.
I think you're correct.
So, okay, we'll see. So, do you want to start predictions or do you want me to start the predictions?
Tee it up and then I'll jump in.
Tee it up. All right.
Tee it up and then
again, the Steelers play this Sunday in New York.
Yep.
Going up against the New York Jets. That's a 1 p.m. game, and we'll get into the preview, the last segment of today as well. I have the Steelers, and some people think I'm crazy. I mentioned this a few days ago, just off the top of my head, what I believe the Steelers record would be. And I said, I think the Steelers can win 12 games. Give or take a game.
Okay.
Probably more take. I don't envision them winning 13, but I can see where they'll win 11. So, but I'm saying 12. So I have them losing 5 games, Ken.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you the 5 games that I have them marked to lose.
Okay.
And normally, everyone, the way this thing works, and you can call in and give us your record prediction. And that's the question of the day.
Yep.
Okay. What is your prediction for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2025? Okay. My prediction is for the Steelers to go 12-5. I'm not going to say where I believe they'll be in the AFC North or for the playoffs until we get into the NFL predictions. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So here's who I have them losing to. Thursday, October 16th in Cincinnati. Okay. I don't think we're good.
What
Thursday.
week is that? You said October 16th.
7.
That's
NFL
week 7.
But the Steelers 6th game.
Okay.
Because the Steelers have a bye after 4 games. So week 5 is a bye. Okay. I don't think the Steelers are a good Thursday football team, more especially on the road. At the LA Chargers, I have them losing. Okay. That's an 8:20 game, so I think that's a Sunday night game.
Week 10. Yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
November 9th? Is that Sunday?
I couldn't answer that question at the moment, but
I'll look real quick. November 9th. Yeah, that's a Sunday. So that's a Sunday night game. The next game I have them losing It's at Buffalo, or home to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. November 30th. That's a 4:25 game. I have the Steelers losing back to back as the Steelers travel to Baltimore on December 7th. That's a 1 p.m. game. And then I have them winning that Monday night game against Miami, but losing the following week in Detroit. So,
tough game, yeah.
yeah, so I have them losing 3 out of 4 games the latter half of the season. And it kind of bothers me a little bit because didn't the Steelers lose their last 5 last year?
Sure did.
Now I have them projected to lose the last 3 out of, 3 out of 6.
Yeah, I wish I'm jumping ahead of myself right now, but I do wish the schedule makers, we always have Baltimore the last week, right? And some seasons it's amazing. Some seasons it's like, are the starters even going to be playing that game? So sometimes I wish they bump that up a little bit, but it is what it is. So you have them at 12-5, correct?
Right.
Now I know we're not a betting site, right?
Not at all.
But
I don't like it.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah.
And that's why I opened up that way.
Yeah.
I respect you and your non.
I'm probably one of the few holdouts from a betting standpoint.
Yes. Yeah. But ESPN has the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
The over/under at 8.5 games.
Yep. Yep.
So they also have Cincinnati.
Okay.
As a 9.5 or under.
Okay.
So they have Cincinnati above us. And of course Baltimore's at 11.5. But my point is, so you would be going over that 8.5 with a 12-5 record. But ultimately you have us starting out at 3, 4,
and just to let everyone
5
know,
wins start the season.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do, but hey, I try to be objective.
Okay.
And again, for everyone, is the first 5 games: New York Jets, Seattle, New England, Minnesota, and Cleveland. Actually 3 games on the road out of 5 because the Jets are on the road. That New England game in New England, and then Minnesota is in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
they better win.
You and I are close.
Okay.
But I'm going to go through it. So I have us in week 1 winning against the Jets. Week 2 winning against Seattle. Week 3 winning against New England. However, here's our first loss.
They can't lose in Dublin, man.
Yeah.
They can't lose in Dublin.
There was a lot of, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Minnesota's a good team, period, right? Minnesota's a great team. They have a great defensive coordinator over there who should still be with the Steelers, but and a great coach. They're a great team.
I have a surprise for Minnesota too.
Okay.
When we start talking about the NFL predictions.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to see where you have Minnesota.
Okay.
Compared to where I have Minnesota.
So I have Minnesota as our first loss.
Okay.
So going into the bye, 3-1.
Yep.
Which I'm great with that, and to start out the year. Now I have us finishing at 11-6.
11-6.
11-6.
Yeah, that's in the ballpark.
So our losses, very similar to yours, but our losses: Minnesota, in Dublin, Cincinnati.
Yep.
Green Bay.
At home.
Okay. Unfortunately, yeah.
Jordan Love.
Yeah. And then Buffalo.
Okay.
Detroit in week 16. And then that last week, Baltimore.
Think about Green Bay. Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
Will his back be okay?
Well, his back didn't seem like a problem this week when he was running around.
What a trade, huh?
Yeah, it
was. What a trade.
What a trade. You know what?
I'm not sure what's wrong with Dallas unless they have some other.
I know.
Matter of fact, let me say this, and I shared this with a few individuals as well. Okay, I heard it, and I'm not going to reveal my source, but I heard it that Dallas was not done, and if they're not done, it makes sense. I think I text you as well.
Yep.
Right. And my comment was Dallas has plans to go after Myles Garrett, Cleveland. Myles Garrett is from the Dallas area, right? This is all rumor.
Yeah, sure.
Right. But this is what I heard. So I would definitely understand, even though, there's still an age difference there, right?
Yeah.
Micah Parsons is a lot younger than Myles Garrett.
Sure.
However, since Jerry Jones is, he's not getting any younger, I'm not sure if that age really matters to him.
No, and it doesn't. But one thing that matters to Jerry Jones is in moves, he wants to always be seen as the magician, right? Or always be seen as the one who makes that big splash to turn everything around. And personally, I lived in Dallas for 12 years. I listened to local sports radio when I lived in Dallas for 12 years. It was hard, right? When you come from Pittsburgh, when you rarely ever hear from ownership, to then hear from ownership all the time, and especially someone like that, you're like, how do you deal with this?
Right.
But he wants to make those big impactful moves that seem like they're going to change everything. And he takes a lot of pride in his move to get Deion Sanders, right? And how that just changed the look, the feel, and the on-field presentation of the Dallas Cowboys. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, or if that's rumored too, or if he's even made calls on that. I would not be surprised at all. However, I will say one thing. If I was any player in the NFL, the fact that Jerry Jones was unwilling to communicate with his agent, with Micah Parsons' agent,
right,
is just disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
And I think the league should be looking into something like that, right? Because that is bad business. It's unprofessional.
Yeah, you're going to have Jerry Jones soon in the NFL like Al Davis did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him.
No.
I wouldn't put it past him.
But I mean, seriously, if you were an agent or, and you were trying to get a hold of Jerry Jones to get this contract done and make sure that your client is protected in all areas and make sure there's nothing slid into that contract that could backfire.
But think about it this way. We all know Jerry Jones is a showman.
100%,
okay? And maybe he's just using that excuse to do what he did. Traded away Micah Parsons.
I mean, Micah went to him at the 5th hour.
It could be a cover. It could be a cover.
Sure. At the 5th hour and said, hey, I want to be part of this organization.
Okay. So
I know we're not Cowboys deep. No, I know we're not.
12-5, I say, for our Pittsburgh Steelers. You say 11-6. So
11-6,
relatively close.
Yeah,
relatively close.
I think it's still a successful season.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
We'll talk about the rest later, though.
For sure. So everyone, the call-in number should be on your screen: 412-213-8995, or you can text 412-218-3888. Give us a call or text us to let us know what your answer is for the question of the day. What do you believe the Pittsburgh Steelers record will be in 2025? Now, most of the listeners or watchers on YouTube right now are watching the recording versus live. Of course, we will always like to get more of a live audience. However, if you do watch this as a recording, please text us. We'll get your information. Text us and let us know what you believe the Pittsburgh Steelers record will be for 2025. And since we got started a little late here, Ken, with the technical difficulties on YouTube, we're going to go ahead and blow past our first break of the day. And we're going to go right into the over and under for 2025 and 2024. Now, I had a chance to take a look at the Steelers. This year, the over and under from ESPN, right? You had 8.5?
8.5.
Okay. Last year, the Steelers surpassed that over under.
Yep.
Okay. So from a betting standpoint, can you explain that, Ken? Over and under?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, the over under is basically the I'm going to say Vegas being the book holder, right? Of them saying, okay, the Steelers they're getting a number of 8.5, meaning 8.5 games. So the over under is you're either going to take the under, meaning the Steelers are going to win less than 8.5 games. So that means anything 8 and below, or you could take the over in that situation, and that would mean anything
so it's
9.
Either or.
Yeah,
it's either or.
9 and above. But that 8.5 is there. So anything 9 wins and above would be the over. So you can bet on either or.
So I'm looking here, and I think it's Sportsbook. I'm trying to get the applicable source here, because when I took a look at 2024 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think this is pretty much just consolidated over or under with most of the sports books. So they had the Pittsburgh Steelers at 7.5 last year. The Steelers ended up winning 10 games. So if you betted the over, you would have won some money. And again, that was with a brutal schedule, losing 5 in a row. They were still able to do it. So if I'm not mistaken, the great majority of the time, the Steelers are surpassing. So they're going over the win total.
Yeah, I mean, historically speaking, we are typically an underdog coming into this season, right? And by underdog, that's what that means is you're expected to win 8 games or 8.5 games, right? But we're surpassing that number. So, coming into a season and being a favorite where we are expected to win 12 games. The Steelers have never operated well in that situation. I don't have the numbers in front of me, anything like that, but from recollection, whenever we're favorites, we typically underperform. So when we're underdogs, I feel like we as a team and an organization do much better.
Yeah. So you have ESPN, and again, what was it? 8.5?
8.5
for ESPN.
Yeah, 8.5.
Okay. So realistically, for me,
I'm sorry, that's to win the championship.
Okay.
It says NFL. No, I'm sorry, NFL championship odds. Yeah, that means 8.5 games is what we would.
Yeah, I have it up right here.
Weird, yeah,
I have it up right here too, Ken.
It's weird how they outline that with championship.
So
okay, but our odds to win the championship be 40-1.
40-1. So it is 8.5 wins.
Yes, 8.5 wins though. Yes.
Okay. So you have 40-1. I have 50-1.
It could have changed now, yeah.
With ESPN.
Yep.
Okay. So there you go. We won't go over all the over and unders, but with me, what would make sense to me, and again, objectively, I would start off with 9 wins, right? Because 9 and 8 is a winning season. And Mike Tomlin, even though he finished 500 at times, I think maybe 2 seasons, I will have to go back and look. So the bottom line is he hasn't been under 500, right? So if he wins 8 this year, he'll be under 500.
Yeah.
So I would just go with the history and set it at 9. I think 9 will probably be a ideal spot. But maybe that's why, they're bookies or betting people, because they're trying to move the numbers. And maybe they think they'll lose that one but win elsewhere. Right, because that's how they work anyway. All right, so let's move on to the NFL season predictions.
Let's do it.
Okay, and let's start off, since we've been talking Pittsburgh Steelers, and everyone, just to make you aware, the phone numbers are on your screen. Give us a call, text us, chat on YouTube. Let us know what you believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers record will be in 2025. Ken, if you see anything pop up as well,
I'm all over it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, please let me know. All right, so AFC North. Excuse me. I said that I had a surprise, Ken.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's starting already.
A surprise, and I was floored, and I said, this can't be. And I said, well, I have to go with my assessment.
Okay.
Right? And I'm going to start from the bottom up. Okay? The bottom up. Who's on the bottom?
Cleveland.
The Cleveland Browns.
Happy to say that. Happy to say it.
The Cleveland Browns. I have Cleveland going 5-12. Okay? I have in third place, the Cincinnati Bengals going 8-9, losing season. And just so people don't think I'm crazy, I think Cincinnati has a very tough schedule. Okay. I have them. What show me? What show me, Ken?
Wow.
What?
I have Cleveland 4-13.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Cincinnati 8-9.
Wow. Okay. Now hold tight right
We're
there.
a little off, but yeah, go ahead.
So I have Cincinnati. Well, that's the Browns. Let me get to my Cincinnati. Browns have so many losses, they're confusing. So many loss projections that they're confusing me here. So here's Cincinnati. So I have Cincinnati losing first 2 games. They're used to it, right? They're used to it. I have them losing to Philly and Washington.
Yeah, they start out really slow.
Yeah, but those are 2 tough teams.
Those
are.
Have them losing to who?
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Those were preseason games.
That's
I'm
okay.
gonna have to back off that.
No, that's okay.
So yeah, the regular season. So that changes. They're still gonna be in third place.
Yeah. Cincinnati starts out with Cleveland, Jacksonville, Minnesota the first 3 weeks.
Exactly. So I have them losing 4 games in a row: Minnesota, Denver, Detroit, Green Bay.
Yep.
Okay. And then I have them losing 3 of 4 after their bye.
Wait.
Farther down.
We got to talk about something, Tanton.
Okay.
So you have them beating Pittsburgh in week 7.
Sure.
Yeah, so do I.
That's that Thursday night game. Okay.
So do I.
And so I have them losing 3 of 4 after their bye to Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and Buffalo. Okay, so that's going to give them how many losses is that? 7 losses, right? So yeah, 10-7. 10-7, Ken. 10-7. Yeah. Yeah, the way the schedule that I have, they throw the preseason games in there as well. Like they matter.
Yeah, I have like a matrix here. So we're at a 10-7, and I know I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself.
Okay.
I'm wondering if they make the playoffs. And yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at that because I had good question.
we'll see later on in the episode or in the show.
I'm saying they miss it.
Okay, all right.
I'm saying they miss it.
We're trying to tee it up there for you,
Yeah,
Kev.
yeah, I know. All right, but I couldn't wait, Ken.
I know. I know.
All right. Here's my
we
my
wait
surprise.
all year to do this exercise.
That's right. Here's my surprise, everyone.
Right.
I have the Baltimore Ravens in third, which was a surprise to me. And let me make sure I looked at their schedule right.
Wait, in third what?
I'm sorry, in second.
Okay.
In second. And let me give you, and I had their record at 11-6. Yeah, I started off on the right game for Baltimore. So the losses I have in this is kind of hard for me to see with their color of the schedule. It's purple, Ken. Buffalo.
It's also a plum thing too.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah,
okay. Buffalo. I have them losing, which is the first game of the year.
Okay.
Right. Detroit. That's a Monday night game at Kansas City. So that's 3 games.
Yep.
And then I have them losing to Minnesota, Cincinnati on the road, which is December 14th. And then the last game of the year here in Pittsburgh.
Okay. So splitting with Pittsburgh. So I have them splitting as well. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's for anyone who doesn't watch the AFC North super closely. It's splitting with Baltimore, splitting with Cincinnati. Like, we'll take that.
Yeah.
As much as we want to win every time, you have to split those games.
Yeah.
You know,
At least. Yeah.
At least. Yep.
You don't want to split Cleveland, but
yeah.
I think maybe the last few years we've been splitting with Cleveland. I don't think it'll be this year. So I have the Pittsburgh Steelers, everyone, as the AFC North champions at 12-5. And going into it, I was saying Baltimore all the way. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, you know, the rest of the team there. Never know. Justin Tucker's replacement, I hear, is pretty good. But I mentioned this yesterday to some guys. We'll see what happens under pressure. But Baltimore should be a real good team.
Yeah.
And we'll see how things pan out.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I have Baltimore actually going 12-5.
Okay.
So they are going to round up, or they're going to be the AFC
champs?
North champs this year.
I hope I'm right.
And Pittsburgh will be second.
Okay.
At 11-6.
Okay. So you have them reversed.
I have them reversed, and then I have Cincinnati, and then Cleveland.
Okay, we have Cincinnati and Cleveland, but you have Cincinnati with a losing record.
I have Cincinnati with 8-9. That's correct.
Just going back to Cincinnati's schedule again. As we mentioned, they've been getting off to a slow start. They should be 2-0 by beating Cleveland and Jacksonville. But Cleveland always played them tough.
They do, yeah.
But I just think Cleveland is in a state of disarray right now. Okay, I really do, with their quarterback situation. And I don't even know who their running back is, too. Jerome Ford, maybe?
For Cleveland, yeah. So there's some news on that, actually. And so Jerome Ford and Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson was a draft pick this year out of Clemson. Highly regarded running back.
Yeah.
However, Quinshon Judkins, who does not have a contract yet.
Okay.
He was their second round pick out of Ohio State. Don't have a contract yet, and may have a domestic violence charge.
Wow.
Well, the charge was just dropped, but the league will still probably uphold it and see him.
I'm being called to homer, too.
Oh!
I'm being called to homer.
Who said it? Because I knew it was coming.
I just looked at my text. You're such a homer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Mr. Ralph McCormick, who I'm trying to get in here for next week. So we'll see. Regarding next week, the Pitt, West Virginia game is next week.
Yep.
So hopefully Darnell Dinkins, Super Bowl champ, will join us in the studio as well as the big-time quarterback from West Virginia, Major Harris.
Yeah, golfed with him this week.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to, and I'm still waiting for confirmations, but I talked to Major on Sunday, and he said he should be able to be here. So
Awesome.
hopefully I'll have all of them here in the studio. So whatever Ralph has to tell me, he can tell me face to face.
Yeah.
People act all big and bad when they're behind a text message, right? But when they walk in a room and be able to tell you face to face, that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I mean,
you could tell James Harrison all kind of things online, right? But can you do it face to face? We'll see.
I wouldn't be, that's for sure.
Yeah, so that's what we have in store for next week. So what we need to do, we need to take a quick break here, everyone. When we get back, we need to finish up the NFL predictions, since some people think I'm such a homer. I'm going to get into these other divisions as well. The two of us can. The rest of the NFL, where do we think the other teams will land? In addition to that, we will go over the new college football AP top 25, and we will start to talk about some of those games, recapping some of those games that happened over the weekend. There were a number of smackdowns. There were a number of quarterbacks who were supposed to show out that didn't show out. There were some coaches that are big name coaches that get paid a lot of money, or they have the big names, as I indicated, who fell flat on their face. Some of them, at least one, put a smile on my face. I have to admit it, right? I have to admit it. So we'll talk about all of that and more when we return.
Pittsburgh. It's an old school party. Yes. Each Saturday, we throw it back with some of the best old school music, funk, R&B, old school, rap, hip hop, and all the jams that make you move and dance. Yes. Check it out. Each Saturday, right here on Pittsburgh's DSEN. All the old school jams, 6 to 11 p.m.
Pittsburgh, have you seen our Sunday radio schedule? Ooh, it is lit. Start the day off with our Sunday gospel music from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It will inspire you and have you praising the Lord. Then from 3 to 8 p.m., we bring you Sunday jazz melody for all the jazz lovers. Then cap off the night with The Quiet Storm from 8 to 11 p.m. to hear the best smooth, romantic, and soulful R&B sounds of yesterday and today. All that each Sunday on Pittsburgh's DSEN, the place for soul.
All right. We are back. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh DSEN. We are having a good time. It is that time of year, everyone. I hate to see summer leave, right? But as they say, one door closed, another one opens. And it's football season, y'all. It is football season. It's NFL time. My name is Kevin Cameron. That's Mr.
Ken Craig, what's going on?
And just on course, what you shoot, Ken? What you shoot? Are you going to share with everyone?
That was a 90.
A 90 yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Actually, it wasn't bad. Yeah, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. Okay. Yeah, it was a 90. It could have been better. Wasn't terrible.
We all say that.
Started hot and then just went
when I tell when I tell my wife Francine that, she says, "You always tell me."
Yeah, I know. But I had a blast though. I mean, a great group of guys.
Okay.
Won the what is it called? The blind
challenge?
No, not the blind challenge. Like the blind draw at the end. They pick.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never done it either, but
Okay.
I ended up winning some money. Won a couple skins, so
And you said Willowbrook?
No, Apollo Elks.
Apollo Elks.
Yeah.
Who put that together?
I don't know. JT just invited me, so I'm not sure.
Oh, JT was there also?
Yeah, JT.
I'm glad you mentioned JT.
Yeah,
because he was supposed to be on today and he couldn't make it.
Right.
So hopefully he'll join us next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll join us next week.
Yep.
JT has so much going on.
Yeah, he's all over the place. Someone that's retired, I've just never seen a more busier person.
Yeah. So, all right. And what did I ask you? What he shot?
No, I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
89.
Okay.
89.
He shot 89.
89.
I went out yesterday with my brother Anthony and my nephew Shane, and I was the same way. I shot an 88, which I had a horrible front nine and a pretty good back nine.
Yeah.
But in golf, it's all about being able to put it all together.
Yep.
And we went out to Suncrest.
Where's that?
Yeah, that's out Route 8.
Okay.
Out Route 8, past Gibsonia, out that way. Between, I guess, Gibsonia and Butler, past Mars. Yeah. Decent course. Yep. So, all right, let's get into, before we get into the rest of the NFL predictions, give us a call. Instead of calling people homers and everything, pick up the phone and call. Let us know what your prediction is for the Pittsburgh Steelers, because that is the question of the day. The call-in number, 412-213-8995, or you can text 412-218-3888. And as I mentioned earlier, we understand a lot of people watch the recording after the live show. So if you're watching the recording once it's out there, text us and let us know. Kim, we did a survey earlier in the year, probably about 2 months ago, with the same question, but that was before all these additions to the team were made. Matter of fact, since I'm talking about additions to the team like Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf and Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith, and I could go on and on and on. McClay, right? Kenneth Gainwell. So I'll probably forget some. So a lot of additions.
There was a subtraction over the weekend as well.
Okay.
Robert Woods was released. Actually, today it was announced.
He was on the practice squad.
Yes, he did. He did not make the 53-man roster, was awarded a practice squad position. Looks like he changed his mind, because he originally said yes, he would accept it. Came back and said, if he's not going to be part of the 53, then go ahead and release me. So
yeah,
I don't. He's a veteran. I was actually shocked to see him on the practice squad, so it doesn't.
Why were you shocked?
I was shocked to see he accepted a practice squad position.
That's money.
I get it. Yeah,
that's money.
Yep.
But I think he signed for like $750,000 anyway, if I can remember.
Oh yeah. The signing bonus too, right?
Yeah, but it was guaranteed. So maybe he wants to take his money and go home.
Hey, do your thing.
And that's good money.
Yeah,
that's good money. But you know what? It goes fast. It can save your chips. It goes fast for sure. But wish him the best. Wish them the best. Yep. Some other news that came out of the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, captains, right?
Yes, it did.
Captains were named. Mr. Cam Hayward, who's looking for a new deal. I would expect that new deal to come down before they kick off anyway. Because you know how the Steelers operate. They're not going to do deals during the season. So I expect it. And you know what? And I'll be over there on Thursday, so maybe it'll break on Thursday.
Yeah, when was it last year that he got his new deal?
I can't remember.
I think it was announced in September.
The week before the first game.
I believe so, or right around there. So
maybe it'll be the same.
Yeah, don't be surprised.
Yeah. So they named captains Cam Hayward on defense. What was it, Killebrew? As well.
Special teams.
Special teams, Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, and again on defense too, TJ Watt.
Yeah.
those were the 4 captains. So,
What do you think about Aaron Rodgers being named the offensive captain?
I think you had to.
Had to,
I
or
think
do
you
you
had
think
to because
do you think someone like him earned it? I mean, he's only been there 3 months, but
it's kind of hard to earn something when you've been there since May,
I agree.
late May. So June, July, you've been there 3 months basically.
Yeah, and I actually see it as a positive.
Yeah,
I do. I
Yeah.
think him getting in there and just throwing himself into it
Yeah.
and not he's a vet. He knows the how to do that, how to do it. But you've seen him all over the place.
Yeah.
In nothing but a positive manner. So
he's trying to do the right thing.
he is.
Yeah, and that's good.
Yeah, I
Because
appreciate it.
yeah, you need that chemistry and relationships in order to be as effective as possible. So that's great. That's great. All right, so let's get into these predictions for
Sure.
the rest of the NFL. We started with the Steelers in the AFC North. All right, and me and Ken, we differ a little bit. I have the Steelers going 12-5. Ken has the Steelers going 11-6. I have the Steelers winning the AFC North. Ken has the Ravens winning the AFC North and the Steelers second.
Yep.
We both have third and fourth, Cincinnati and Cleveland. AFC East, Ken, since I did the AFC North, you can go ahead and do the AFC East.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run through the record rather than go game by game. Is that cool with you, or do you want to go game by game?
No.
You want to go each game?
I wasn't even going record. I was just going 1 through 4. Just 1 through 4.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, and AFC East. This is obviously formerly led by the New England Patriots, but the Patriots are going to be at the bottom again this year. So I do like the ads that the Patriots have added this year, but it's not good enough. However, I'm gonna flip Miami and New York. Not by much, but I'm gonna go Buffalo winning it.
Okay.
New York, Miami, and then New England.
Okay, got you.
About you?
A little different.
Okay.
I have Buffalo. Well, I started with number 1 already,
Yeah.
so
It's all good. It's all good.
I might as well just stay there. I have Buffalo number 1, Miami number 2, New York Jets number 3, New England Patriots number 4. And I can actually see possibly New England and the Jets swapping out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Okay. I mentioned earlier during the program that I think he's a backup. He was in Chicago and took a lot of heat, had a lot of pressure on him in Chicago. I think there's going to be even more in New York. So that's how I have it in the AFC East. Moving on to the AFC South, since you did the East, I'll start with the South. Oh, by the way, who did you have as playoff teams in the AFC East?
Oh, you're asking too many questions now. Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Yep. That's it.
What seed?
Oh, let me make sure I'm giving you accurate information.
Okay.
1.
I have Buffalo as the number 1 seed, projected as well.
Yep.
All right. AFC South. I have Houston, and I'm supposed to be starting from the but I didn't say what Houston would do. So let me start from the bottom. Houston, no. Indianapolis, number 4. Tennessee with my man Cam Ward, number 3. Jacksonville, number 2. We have some Jacksonville listeners out there too, Ken.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Houston, number 1.
Yeah, I actually have Jacksonville at the bottom.
Okay.
Then I
you
have.
You don't believe in Trevor Lawrence?
No, I don't. I I feel like he needs a really good offensive coordinator to like put their arms around him
Okay.
and take a little bit of the pressure off him to do everything himself and say, like, let us coach you. Right. Because he has so much and now he has weapons around him. I keep saying like next year for him. Next year. They have
Yeah.
Brian Thomas now. Next year. It hasn't.
I don't believe in their coach either.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Lean on.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I do have them in second place. I don't have them making the playoffs.
No.
Okay.
Um,
I only have one team out of that division making the playoffs, and that's Houston.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
but I have Jacksonville, Titans, Colts, and Texans. Texans being the only one to go to the playoffs.
You have Jacksonville. Say it again.
Jacksonville at the bottom.
Okay.
Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
Colts.
Okay.
And then Texans.
Okay. So we have Jacksonville and Indy in inverted positions.
Got it.
Okay. AFC West, what you got?
Yeah. What do I have here? Yeah, this one's a big one. The Raiders at the bottom. So last year they were 4-13. But this year I don't see them going. They may have a better record, but still at the bottom of the AFC West. Then I have the Chargers. Then I have the Broncos. Then I have the Chiefs.
Say it again, please.
Yep. Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs.
Okay. So 2 and 3 are just swapped for us. I have the Raiders at the bottom, Denver number 3, LA Chargers with Najee Harris
Oh.
number 2,
Mm-hmm.
and Kansas City Chiefs number 1. Now, I know a lot of people think that Denver could possibly challenge Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
and even the Chargers, I've heard, could possibly challenge the Chiefs. I'm not going to say it's going to be as easy as it has been for Kansas City, but that's what I see. And I have Kansas City and the LA Chargers making the playoffs. Now, keep in mind, every year in the NFL, what happens?
Things change.
Things change. Every team that made the playoffs last year won't make the playoffs this year. Denver is a team that made the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have them on this year.
Yeah, so I have Kansas City, then Denver, then Los Angeles. Now I have Kansas City coming in at the 2 spot in the playoffs. But I have the Broncos at the 6th seed, Chargers at the 7th seed.
Interesting. All right. So I'm looking at my sheet here as well, and are they division winners? Right, everybody you just said.
Yeah, Kansas City would win that division.
Okay.
Yep. Well, yeah, Kansas City would win the division, but Broncos and Chargers would still get in.
Okay.
So
now this is what I have, or did you have something else?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So I had Buffalo that we talked about, number 1 seed. I have Kansas City, the number 2 seed. I have Pittsburgh, the number 3, since I have them winning the AFC North.
Yep.
I have Houston, number 4, since they're winning the AFC South. And I have Baltimore will be the 5 seed. I have the Dolphins 6 seed.
Oh.
And the Chargers the 7th seed.
We are very, very close. We just have a couple switched.
Okay.
So mine would be Buffalo 1 seed. Chiefs 2 seed. Ravens 3 seed. Houston 4 seed.
Got it.
And then
now,
so we have we have a couple swapped, but basically I have Buffalo getting to bye. First, the wild card round would be Houston versus the Steelers. Because Steelers get the 5th seed. Ravens versus the Broncos. Then Chiefs versus Chargers.
Interesting. Now, the way I have mine's laid out, if it were to occur, if
Yeah.
I'm correct, Ken, Buffalo will get the bye, right? Steelers will play Baltimore again in the
Ooh.
playoffs as the number
Whoa.
3 seed.
So 2 weeks in a row.
You're right. You're right. And there's a little bit of payback
Yeah.
in store. If that were to occur, a
Yeah.
little bit of payback in store. So we'll see. Moving on to the NFC East. Okay. I think there's a number of surprises here.
Okay.
I think. I'm going to start off with the cellar. Okay. The bottom, the
Yeah.
basement. You know who's going to be in the basement?
Who?
Got a star on their helmet.
Yes.
They got
There's
a
two of
star
us.
on their helmet.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
this year
Yeah.
they're going to be at
Yeah.
the bottom.
Feel it. I feel it. And then I have the New York Giants, who should have a really good defense. Okay. Number 3. Another surprise here. I have Philadelphia, number 2. And I have Washington, number 1. Now, I'm a guy that look at trends in history and everything,
Sure.
right? So one of the main reasons I have Philly 2 and Washington number 1. What happens in the AFC East? NFC East. Excuse me.
What happens there?
Yeah, what happens
A lot
there?
of crazy.
Yeah, but in the NFC East,
Yeah.
you don't have repeat
No.
divisional
Never.
champions.
Yeah. Never.
And that's one of the main reasons I'm just being honest. I'm going with Washington over Philly. I think it's been 20 years since someone repeated in that division, and I know it's going to change eventually. Maybe this year's the year, but until that happens, I'm going to stick with that. Okay. NFC North, what you got?
Just so you know,
Okay.
I have the Commanders winning that as well.
Nice.
Yes. They're actually my 1 seed.
Okay. So give us yours, because we should have got yours.
Yeah,
first.
no, that's okay. Mine were Dallas Giants, Philly, and Washington.
So we
Then
were wow.
same
I
order.
think the first time we had the exact order.
Yeah. But again, I have the Commanders as the number 1 seed going in.
Okay.
To the playoffs.
And everyone, we are going over NFL predictions. If you would like to be a part of this, give us a call, text us, and let us know. The numbers are on your screen. The question of the day as well: what record do you have our Pittsburgh Steelers for 2025? Let us know. Okay, NFC North, Ken.
All right, this is always a tough one. But I'm not going to change it.
Okay.
From what the results were last year, except for 2 teams. Well,
Okay.
I guess I am changing. That's kind of weird to say. So I still have the Bears at the bottom.
Ditto.
I have Minnesota.
Ditto.
Then I have Green Bay.
Ditto.
Then I have Detroit.
So we agree again.
Yes.
Ken, we might have a clean sweep in the NFC.
The only thing, yeah, no,
Nah.
I'm not even commenting.
Now, let me say this too. Okay. We did have one difference though. You have Washington as the number 1 seed. I have Detroit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. I had to change something. You know, when you're like, okay, how does this or is it going to be the same as it was last year? So I was like, there has to be something that changes. And I feel like there's going to be a small step backwards with Detroit because they lost their highly sought after offensive coordinator to Chicago. So that was where my step back was.
All right, good point. And I'm going to have you do the NFC South, Ken, and I'll do the last one.
Yeah. So this one I'm not. Last year, the Saints finished last with 5-12. They were also tied with Carolina at 5-12. The Saints are going to finish last again. What I see going on there, I just do not like at all. Carolina is not going to be able to take a big step forward, so they're going to finish 3rd in the division again. Atlanta, I think they're going to have more wins this year, but they're still going to finish behind Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay is going to win that division.
Hey, clean sweep. Sweep. Clean sweep.
Nice.
NFC South. That's what I had. Tampa Bay 1, Atlanta 2, Carolina 3, New Orleans 4. Okay. NFC West to finish this thing out. Can we be unanimous in our predictions, Ken? As far as the divisions. Okay. Starting at the bottom, I have Seattle. Number 3 spot, I have the Rams. Okay, because of the back condition of Stafford, the quarterback. Number 2, I have Arizona. And number 1, I have the San Francisco 49ers.
We missed it, but
we missed it. All right, who did you have?
Yeah. I have. Wait, I'm sorry. No, so I actually have the Seahawks at the bottom.
Yep.
And then I have the Rams.
That's who I have.
And then I have then I have the 49ers.
Whoa.
And then I have Arizona.
You have Arizona winning that division.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, seeding again. Who did you have? Because I know we differ with the number 1 seed.
Yeah. Yep. So I have first seed, I have Commanders. Second seed, I have the Lions.
Okay.
Third seed, I have the Buccaneers.
Okay.
And then fourth seed, I have the Cardinals.
Okay.
Fifth seed, I have the Eagles.
Yep.
Sixth seed, I have the Packers.
Yep.
And then seventh, I have the Vikings.
We're pretty close. Okay. We know we differ with Detroit. I mean, with the number 1 seed, I have Detroit. Number 2, I have San Fran. Number 3, I have Tampa Bay. And again, these have to be division winners.
Yeah.
And number 4, I have Washington. And then the 5th seed, I have Philly, Green Bay, 6th seed, and Minnesota, 7th seed.
All right.
Okay, so give me, we have like 3 minutes before we get into our last segment.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing a little catch up because we were delayed today. But give me your AFC teams, championship teams, NFC championship teams, Super Bowl.
And so we're skipping right to the conference championships.
Let's go. Yeah, in the interest of time.
So I'm playing with it because I did not. All right, so I was stuck here.
Okay.
So I'm filling this out on the fly.
Okay.
So NFC conference championship.
Okay.
Commanders, Bucks.
Well, okay. You started in the NFC.
Yeah, I started NFC.
Okay.
Yep. So I have the Commanders and Bucks.
Okay.
And then
hold tight.
Yeah.
Hold tight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for me, I had Detroit and Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay.
Detroit and Tampa Bay.
Actually, in mine, I have them playing in a division round.
Okay.
Yep.
And I have Detroit winning that game to go to the Super Bowl.
About time.
They were knocking on the door last year. They get through it this year. All right, over in the AFC.
I have Buffalo playing the Broncos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have Buffalo. We matched there.
Okay.
But I have Buffalo playing. Will I be called the homer again?
You're going to be called a homer. Absolutely.
No. I have Buffalo playing Kansas City.
Oh.
And I have Josh Allen getting it done
for
a change. So I have Detroit versus Buffalo. And I have Buffalo. And they should love me in Buffalo. Jump on those tables.
They should.
I have Buffalo being the first time Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, they're my pick this year too. I really want to pick the Buccaneers over the Commanders.
Okay.
Going into the Super Bowl. However,
Okay.
for fans' sake, you know what? No, I'm sticking with my gut.
Okay.
I'm picking the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Beating the
We're
Commanders.
going to post these too, Ken.
Yeah,
we're
great
going
with
to
that.
post these so that way we'll be able to look back when it's playoff time. We'll say, hey, we were real smart, or we were way. I hate to use dumb, but we were wrong.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling there's going to be a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah,
A little bit of
sure
everything.
will.
All right. So we are at our last break, and when we come back, we have a lot of topics to get into. We will get into college football. What happened this last week in college football? Pitt football, West Virginia football, Texas versus Ohio State, Penn State beating Nevada. All of that, and then we'll get into the Steelers versus the Jets. We'll get into the NFL picks, and we'll give you some updates, WNBA, and our Pittsburgh Pirates, and anything else I might have missed that we had on the agenda. We got 30 minutes, Ken, 25 by the time we get back. So we'll do all that and more when we return.
Looking for a cost-effective way to help increase your company's bottom line? Look no further than Soul Pit Media. With our award-winning print, internet, podcast, and Soul Pit television options, we can help your business get to that next level. For more information, contact Craig Dawson at 412-407-7685. That's 412-407-7685. And let Soul Pit Media take you to that next level.
Business owners thinking about back-to-school promotions and replacing summer flavors with pumpkin? What about your taxes? Reduce your stress and tax liabilities by planning for tax time now with Cameron Professional Services Group. CPSG takes your goals, values, and visions to create a custom tax plan catered specifically to your business. We work closely with you to ensure that as your business grows and goals shift, so will your custom plan. Located in the Hill District in Pittsburgh, PA, CPSG is a CPA and consultant firm, providing services in accounting, auditing, tax planning and preparation, community development, and operational management. Call Cameron Professional Services Group today at 412-251-0607.
Have you had the Beat by Niche experience? Beat by Niche is one of the top makeup artists in the city of Pittsburgh. She's touched the face of Cardi B, Love and Hip Hop personalities, and various Steeler wives. If you have not sat in her chair, what are you waiting for? Visit beatbyniche.com to schedule your special makeover for all occasions, weddings, graduations, proms, photo ops, and more. Visit beatbyniche.com and experience the touch of excellence.
They see you and see a thug, yeah, yeah. I see you and see my love, yeah, yeah. You're all up there running scared, yeah, yeah. With me, I'm running to you in my fears, yeah, yeah. Ain't found no one that can measure up to you. This feeling I feel, I've only felt with you.
Hey, we are back. This is Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. My name is Kevin Cameron. Across from me is Mr. Ken Craig. And we are here every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. And we are very excited about this week. NFL football week, week 1. The real football season is here. All right. So we've been talking about predictions in the NFL. We talked Pittsburgh Steelers predictions. We talked NFL predictions all the way into the playoffs and the Super Bowl. So if you missed anything, you can always go back and check it out. Now we're about to get into some college football. Ken, did you watch any college football?
Oh, I sure did.
This past week.
I sure did.
What was his name for Texas? Did he even come?
Arch Manning.
Is that his name?
You forget about him?
Oh, wow.
Well, keep in mind it's week 1.
Week 1?
He's a sophomore.
Okay.
First year starting for a big program. I think it's going to tell a lot. Like, is it too big for him? I don't know. Is the SEC a lot more competitive than whatever high school he played at before? Absolutely. Right? Is he going to be able to stand out? Let's see. He had some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But I don't think he showed out week 1. I'll say that. What was
Not
it?
at all.
14-7 against Ohio State. That game, as good as it might have been, was not the game to watch.
Not at all. We've seen it happen before, to be honest with you, where someone or a team didn't do what they were supposed to do the first game. Mm-hmm. Notre Dame last year, and I don't even like Notre Dame. But I say all of that to say he has time.
Yeah.
He has time.
Oh, absolutely.
There were a number of quarterbacks this week that didn't play up to their expectations, right? But he was, one of the main ones because Texas went into Ohio State number 1. Ohio State at that point was number 3. Now, Ohio State has moved up according to the new rankings. They're number 1 now. I'm not sure if they should be number 1. You just jump Penn State.
Yep.
Penn State was number 2 last week, right? And they just jumped Penn State. They beat the number 1 team, but it was at home. So I'm not sure if I would have put Ohio State over Penn State, and they're in the same conference anyway, right? And they play each other.
So explain your thinking last week whenever you mentioned, is this a setup game?
There you go.
Yeah.
My thinking was exactly what went on. They probably felt as though they wanted Ohio State number 1. Mm-hmm. And in order to set it up from a TV standpoint, from a Ohio State standpoint, which I can't stand Ohio State, so I'm a little biased. I'll say that. Yeah. So from a setup standpoint, I thought there would have been more interest because if you're number 1 and you're playing at home against, just say if Texas were number 3,
right?
I mean, it would have been expected, right? You're supposed to win at home anyway. Yeah.
I think the better game, I'm not sure if you caught any of it, was Clemson versus LSU.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah.
Great game. And if anyone follows me on socials, and with Pittsburgh's DSEN here, you'll see a upcoming segment that I'm going to do outside of Soul Take. But if you follow us on YouTube, you'll definitely get the updates. But we're gonna go ahead and track some of these top quarterbacks this year in preparation for the upcoming draft in Pittsburgh. We know that quarterbacks are going to be center of stage for Pittsburgh going into next year, and there's a lot of
talking about pressure, man.
Ooh. But there's going to be a lot. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks to look at this year. At least coming into it, week 1, you got a whole list of them. You got your Arch Manning, like we just talked about, to Sam Leavitt from Arizona State, to Cade Klubnik from Clemson, to Garrett Nussmeier, and Drew Aller. So we're gonna look at these quarterbacks, talk about them, continue to rank them. Who is really standing out? So we're familiar with these quarterbacks going into the 25, 26.
Yep. Cool. So yeah, I'm interested to see that for sure. Mm. All right, so the rest of the AP top 25 as well. You had Georgia, who moved up a spot to number 4. They beat Marshall last week, 45-7. Miami, Florida moved up 5 spots.
Yeah, that's wild.
They beat Notre Dame, which I was happy that they beat Notre Dame, 27-24. You had Oregon that moved up a spot. They beat Montana State last week, 59-13. We talked about Texas. They moved down 6 spots to number 7. Clemson moved down 4 because they lost. Dabo Swinney, the coach there, they lost 17-10 to LSU.
Yeah, and to talk about what I just mentioned, their quarterback did not look like last year's quarterback.
Right.
He did not.
So he fell into that group where it meet expectations.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Notre Dame moved down 3 spots to number 9. Okay. South Carolina moved up 3 spots with a nice win over Virginia Tech, 24-11. And Illinois moved up a spot. They routed Western Illinois 52-3. So I'm not going to go over all 25, Ken, but I will stop at Alabama.
Oh,
Roll Tide, roll.
roll tide down the hill.
That's it. Down 13 spots.
It is not Nick Saban's.
Yeah. Not
Alabama
at all.
team.
So they go down.
I watched some highlights afterwards.
Okay.
Someone made a video, and I did not catch your name, so I do apologize. But someone made a video about certain players who would have been kicked off the field under Saban. And there was a play, and I think it was a safety, like jogging after a guy running. Like, it was just the defensive side just looked lost. They looked unprepared. It's I don't like it.
Didn't look good.
I have zero investment into Alabama.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you like
who underachieved more here?
No.
Was it Kaleen DeBoer for Alabama, or was it Bill Belichick for UNC?
Alabama.
You think Alabama?
I
Not the greatest coach that ever coached in football.
Well, if you know why there's an asterisk by Bill Belichick's name, right? And that is, his cheating scandal, along with, having the best quarterback in football history. Okay. But
come on, Ken. He's supposed to be like if Tiger Woods played totally healthy in the seniors tour. Come on, he's supposed to be dominating.
I don't fall for that. I think the expectations for Alabama were a lot higher. And turning a program around, no matter what, it's going to be difficult.
So Kaelen DeBoer,
yeah.
Is he going to survive? Is he going to be there all year?
Oh,
I understand I don't have my number or the number right here, Ken, but it's supposed to be like a massive payout.
Oh, really?
If they have to get rid of him. And they're making noise down there in Alabama. Yeah. So something to watch.
Definitely something to watch.
Yeah. So another team that went down, but they went down swinging. Deion, right? Deion Sanders in Colorado went down swinging. That was a good game. I actually had an opportunity to watch some of that and more, but something that Deion needs to correct one way or the other. That offensive line, is still horrific.
Right.
It really is.
Yes, it is. And until you have a good offensive line, I mean, you're going to see consistent struggle from a quarterback. The run game's going to struggle. That offensive line is the core, for them going to the next level. So
they lost at home, right? To Georgia Tech, 27-20. Had opportunities at the end of the game, and they weren't able to get it done. And I received another text here as well. Let me see if I could bring it up. That might have been something else. But do you have something else, Ken?
No, just running through these games. I think Penn State obviously had a hard competition this weekend against Nevada.
Yeah.
Hey, they're still a D1 team. Okay. Now, They look good. The offense looked good. I know it was against Nevada, but they did what you expected them to do. Miami, Florida State looked good. I'm not remembering what the quarterback's name is, but he made some phenomenal plays. I'm excited for this year for college football. There's some good competition out.
All right. So, what big games are on tap for this weekend? AP top 25. So let me see if I could bring that up here.
It looks like we have Friday night, September 5th. I know we got Louisville playing. That's probably the biggest game. Boise State. We got Penn State against Florida International. We got Texas against San Jose State.
Okay.
These are some we got Pitt against Central Michigan. What are the headliners? Michigan and Oklahoma. That'll be a good game. Michigan's ranked 15, Oklahoma's 18th. What do we got for prime time?
All right. So one interest, this should be a blowout, but just looking here, Ohio State versus Grambling.
Oh.
Just from a historical black college standpoint, that should be a big payday for Grambling.
How does that work? So if you get if Grambling brings in a school like that, is it just ticket sales or is it actual do they get paid to play teams like that? How does that actually work on the back end? Are you aware?
I think the home team gets the majority of the gate, right? Unless a different arrangement has been worked out. So
interesting. Okay.
That game has to be at Ohio State, though, right? Because I have Ohio State versus Grambling, and then I have Penn State versus FIU. So that's at Penn State. This schedule that I'm looking at here really doesn't state it.
This isn't.
Yeah, but nonetheless, let me see if there's any other games of interest. You mentioned Oregon versus Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma, Michigan was the one I mentioned. That one's 7:30 on Saturday. That's two ranked teams. Why does it seem like this week coming up, there's not a lot of ranked games?
Yeah, I don't see a lot. Ole Miss versus Kentucky, I would think would be a pretty good game, but I'm not real familiar with either one of those teams. But Ole Miss is ranked number 20. All right, so enough. Well, we got to finish up with Pitt and Duquesne.
Yep,
Pitt,
talk about it.
61-9 over Duquesne. It was expected to be a blowout, so they met the expectations there. Quarterback Eli Holston had a really good game, threw 4 touchdown passes, 15 of 23 for 215 yards, and that was the first time in his career, and he became the first Pitt quarterback to do that since Kenny Pickett in 2021. And he also had 41 yards rushing as well. We also talked about Desmond Reed. Okay, you said he had a big game.
Yeah, when I came in
before the show.
Yep.
Yeah. So he had 147 all-purpose yards and a 53-yard TD run and an 88-yard punt return for a score.
Yeah.
And that was the longest punt return in Acrisure Stadium history.
Was that the beginning of the game or was that towards the end of the game?
I want to say it was the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Pitt's first touchdown.
I thought it was the first.
I'm not mistaken.
Absolutely, their first touchdown.
So again, the longest punt return in Acrisure Stadium history, and longest by a Pitt player since 1945.
Ooh.
That's something else.
Yes, it is.
So also wide receiver Kenny Johnson is averaging 189 all-purpose average after posting a 78-yard kickoff return. 3 punt returns for 64 yards and 4 receptions for 47 yards and a TD. Linebacker Kyle Lewis recorded 6 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 sacks, on his career high. He currently leads the ACC in both sacks and tackle for loss. Now, I thought I saw something where he was awarded or recognized as the linebacker of the week in the ACC, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so we have probably about 10 minutes here before 8 o'clock. And do you have 10 minutes of overtime?
Yeah, I got
okay.
you.
Well, let's do 10 minutes of overtime. The last 10 minutes we'll do the NFL picks. I don't like to rush through the NFL picks, more especially since it's the first week of NFL football. So we talked Pitt-Duquesne. We taught Penn State, Nevada to a certain extent, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was score of that game, by the way? Penn State, Nevada. I know they beat them.
It was pretty high.
Pretty good.
Let me pull it up real quick.
And also West Virginia dominated my alma mater. I should say.
46 to 11.
46 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And who does Penn State have this week?
Yeah, it's.
I said it earlier.
Yeah,
FIU.
FIU. Yep. Florida International.
Florida International University. Okay. So we went over the AP Top 25 college football, and we also talked about the local teams, and we still have the question of the day out there, everyone. If you're watching the recording or if you hopped on late, the question of the day is, what record would you say the Pittsburgh Steelers will have in 2025? I actually went 12-5. Ken went 11-6.
You got it.
Okay. He has Baltimore winning the AFC North. I have the black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers winning the AFC North. So
don't worry.
We'll see what happens.
I called a homer.
Big time. I'll probably be caught it many.
I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're right.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is I hope you are right.
I had to go with my gut on that.
Yeah.
I had to go with my gut. All right. So let's get into the U.S. Open real quick. I'll have to say, Ken, since the last time we met, a lot has went on from a U.S. Open standpoint. We can't get into all of it because of the interest of time, but one thing I would like to say with a local connection, we have Jessica Pegula in the quarterfinals. Okay, so she's actually ranked number 4, and she'll be playing against Sabalenka, who is the number 1 tennis player on the women's side. And let me see what we have. Naomi Osaka, I'm not sure if you had a chance yesterday, Ken, to actually watch her take down Coco Gauff.
I didn't, but I did see the highlights. So I did not get a chance to do that while I was on the.
So I was on the golf course as well, and when I brought up the score, I was shocked. 6-3, 6-2. Naomi Osaka took down
Coco
Gauff.
Yeah, that's an impressive round for Osaka. Mind you, Coco Gauff ranked 3rd, and Naomi Osaka ranked 23rd.
Okay.
So this was a big win for Osaka. Very big win.
Yeah. And I think Sabalenka, who's playing Jessica Pegula, that is September 4th. So that is on Thursday. The time hasn't been decided yet, but I believe Sabalenka won as a result of her opponent being injured. Bonsuva, if I could pronounce the name correctly there. And tomorrow we mentioned Naomi Osaka. She will go up against Mashava, who is the 11th ranked women in the world. And then tomorrow as well, 1 p.m., we have Swiatek going up against Ansa Ansimova, and I probably butchered that also. So that's what's going on the women's side of the U.S. Open. On the men's side of the U.S. Open, we have Carlo Alcaraz, who was the first man who went to the quarterfinals. He actually won his match in 3 sets over Heka. And we have Fritz versus Djokovic. That is tonight at 8 p.m. And if you've been watching this show or if you know me, Djokovic, I can't stand. So I'll definitely be rooting against him.
Upcoming documentary will be out about Kevin's beef. Okay.
And then we have Diminar against Agar Asami. And that is, I'm having fun with these names, Ken.
I'm having fun listening.
Wow. 11:30 tomorrow, and I do know this one, Center versus Massetti. That is tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. So, again, the only one that's in the quarterfinals right now is Alcaraz, and I'm hoping that I could at least catch the women's championship in New York. I'll be there for the Steeler game, so we're going up. And I'm not going to give the exact dates, but again, Ken, if anyone try us to rob us, the dog will be home along with some other family members with a shotgun. So I have to continue to put that out there.
I got you.
It's a crazy world we live in these days. Okay. So that's what's going on from a U.S. Open standpoint. So the next time we get together, there will be a champion for the U.S. Open. From a WNBA standpoint. 32-8, the Minnesota Lynx is leading the WNBA. I think there might be one game left, Ken.
Mm-hmm. You look it up.
Yeah, I have it right here. And tonight we have the New York Liberty that is playing against the Golden State Valkyries. Is that how you pronounce
Valkyries?
It? Valkyries. Yep. I got it right, Ken.
You got it right.
All right. I love it. All right. So that game is going on tonight, and Golden State is 21-18, and they're in 4th place in the Western Conference division. So the playoffs, Ken, should be starting real soon.
Yeah, it looks like Thursday, September 11th is the end of the regular season. There's a few games on the 11th, but that will be the end of regular seasons.
And the playoffs start Sunday, the first round, Sunday, September 14th, which I think that's a bad move.
Why is that?
With the WNBA. It's the NFL. Mm-hmm. You're going straight up against the NFL. I'm not sure what they're doing. 1 p.m. game, 3 p.m. game, 5 p.m. game, and a 10 p.m. game. So, and then they're off on Tuesday. Wouldn't it make more sense to just start the playoffs on Tuesday?
Yeah, it absolutely would. I mean, Sunday is owned by football this time of the year. So, maybe they got lower rates. I don't know. Never know.
Well, that's just not right.
Yeah.
Try to stay away from the NFL as much as possible, more especially when you're starting off. As far as the Pittsburgh Pirates are back at home, Ken, after coming off the road. The LA Dodgers are in town right now. The first pitch, I believe, was 6:40. And right now, in the 4th inning, there's a 4-4 tie. And, the Pirates, they're not going anywhere. So we'll see how they wrap up the season. And right now, about close to 140 games in. So there's probably about 3 to 4 weeks of baseball left in Major League Baseball as well. And we won't go into the details from a playoff standpoint just because we're running short on time. But the Pirates are 61-77. One of the things we need to do, Ken, is pull out.
Yeah.
our predictions from earlier in the year.
We gotta, do.
Yeah. I mean, we
do.
can't sit here and make predictions and then
not be held accountable to those
exactly.
predictions. It's
Ex-
fun. I
exactly.
chuckled whenever you said the record, because I got a text over the weekend from my wonderful partner Katie, and she said, she goes, I turned on the news, and the last thing I thought I would ever hear are the Pirates are doing well, to open up the news. And I was like, and she
7-3 over the last 10 games.
And I said, hold on. I sent her the like a screenshot of the actual record, and I said, that's just right now. Like, that's not the whole. She goes, oh, I thought you meant for the season. Like,
I
no,
wish.
No.
I wish.
Yeah.
All right. So it's 8:00, everyone. We are going into 10 minutes of overtime, and we are getting ready to do our first NFL picks for 2025. Before we do, high school football continue. Okay, I know there's a big game with my alma mater as well, and where I currently live. I live in the Avonworth School District. They play each other this week, Aliquippa versus Avonworth in Aliquippa. So go Quips, and whatever your local high school team is, let us know how your high school team will fare, or how they did this past week.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So let me cue this up. It's been so long, Ken.
I know.
Since we've actually done this.
And it's wild because I want to go off of last year, but you got to remember it's a new season, right? It's a new season.
Now, I was the champion from last year, so I have to defend my title, and everyone will have an opportunity. Okay. If you would like to be part of our ESPN Pick'em League, text us and we'll make sure you get the information.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Reach out to us however you need to. Like whether it's through chat, whether it's YouTube, on Twitter, you can reach out to myself at @Penn_Pitt, PITTESEN.
And I know Yolanda Johnson, who just texted me, she participated last year as well. So Yolanda, hopefully you'll participate again this year, and she will make the picks along with us as we made them also. So, all right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get with it. We always say the Steeler game for last, and we didn't do the review for the Jets game, so we need to do it all together. Okay. All right, so here we go. Week 1 NFL picks. The first game of the year, Dallas at Philadelphia. Woo!
Take it, Philadelphia.
You got Philly. I got Philly as well. Friday game. This game here is in Brazil, I believe. And we have, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Kansas City at LA.
Taking Kansas City.
Same here, ditto that. Sunday game. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. That's a 1 p.m. game.
Tampa.
We agree. Cincinnati at Cleveland. I think we agree there as well.
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Miami at Indy. This should be a very interesting game.
Indianapolis.
Okay, I'm for Miami. And with Indy. Okay. Las Vegas Raiders at New England.
Ooh, I'm going to take Vegas.
You're taking who?
Vegas.
Agree. Arizona at New Orleans.
Oh, Arizona.
Agree.
Happy.
We're skipping the Pittsburgh game, saving that for last, and we have New York at Washington, the nation capital. Washington. Agree. Carolina at Jacksonville.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to take
Jacksonville, they're at home.
Agree. Tennessee at Denver, Mile High.
Denver.
I'm taking Denver as well. San Fran travels to Seattle.
San Fran's hurt, but I'm taking them. They're ranked up, but I'm taking them.
Agree. Detroit at Green Bay, big time. NFC divisional game.
Yeah, Detroit.
Agree. I'm going Detroit as well. Houston at the LA Rams.
I'm going to take Houston.
I guess I'll take Houston too. Baltimore at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Agree. Minnesota, this is a Monday night game. Minnesota at Chicago.
Minnesota.
Yes. So we only have one difference so far. Now, the game of the week for Steeler Nation. We have our Pittsburgh Steelers going against the New York Jets. Let's pick it, and then we'll talk about it more after we pick it.
I'm taking your black and gold.
Black and gold.
Black and gold.
Black and gold. Black and gold all day. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
We're sorry, everybody. We are sorry. We're just fired up.
That's right. That's right. It will be on 1 p.m. at MetLife Stadium in New York City. I should say New York City. Well, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
The Meadowlands. Okay, to be specific. All right. So why are we going with the Pittsburgh Steelers? I wanted to play a little bit of Mike Tomlin's press conference today, but since we're running short on time, we'll forego that. But basically, here's the deal, Ken. Injuries, and this is what he talked about. Injuries, the only guy that is currently out is Derek Harmon, okay, the defensive lineman, #1 draft pick. Nick Herbig is questionable. Hopefully, when I'm over there on Thursday, he'll go from questionable to end, but we'll continue to watch that. This is Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields. This is a game, Ken, where people will talk about it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Did the Steelers make the right decision by waiting so long for Aaron Rodgers? I'm not sure what happened. Yeah.
I hit the power button on my computer on an accident.
Okay.
It'll come back.
All right, got you. So right off the bat, Aaron Rodgers versus Jaylen Fields. Okay, I've been saying Jaylen Fields is a backup. Justin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justin.
It's all good.
I've been saying Justin Fields is a backup. Okay? The Steelers need to make me right. The Steelers have, I believe, the most expensive defense in the NFL. A lot of expectations from a defensive standpoint. It's time to show up, and it's time to show out. One of the main matchups is Garrett Wilson, the wide receiver for the New York Jets, versus Jalen Ramsey, right? We brought this guy in. There's been a lot of talk over camp, preseason, that he was the man, that he will follow the #1 receiver on the team. But we can't forget about their running back too. They have a pretty good running back. So the last game, I think I think the Steelers gave up 299 rushing yards.
They did. And keep in mind, Breece Hall is their running back. They do have a backup in Braylon Allen, who, I think there was a little bit of. I'll put it this way: I'm interested to see the pecking order in their backfield. Does Breece Hall, is he the #1, the true workhorse? He should be. But he came out in the preseason and had mentioned that, he understands, he's not the current coaching staff or the current administration. I'm talking like it's politics, but the current, he's not their guy, right? They didn't draft him.
Yeah.
And so, will he be replaced with someone that is their guy? So interested to see that. They do have Garrett Wilson. I know Tomlin had mentioned Garrett Wilson's an up and coming, top receiver. But I think if we contain Justin Fields, keep an eye out for our middle linebackers like Peyton Wilson and Patrick Queen to contain Justin Fields.
Yeah.
If we can contain him from scrambling outside the pocket, I think we got a chance. But we have to contain him. We know who Justin Fields is, and we gotta go for him. We can't sit back and let him run that game.
Just let you know, Yolanda, she did make her picks, and she will participate this year as well.
Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you.
Yeah. And Yolanda, I'll text you that information you need for the league. So I didn't set it up yet, but I will text you. And anybody else out there that would like to make picks, text me and I'll make sure you get the applicable information.
Absolutely.
So it'll be sometime tonight.
Yeah.
Now, back to the Steelers-Jets game. Who do you think has the advantage? I mean, we have Aaron Rodgers, who's been there, but Justin Fields been with Pittsburgh. These two teams played not too long ago, last year. They just have a new coach. I understand that.
Yeah, I don't think there's really any strategic advantage.
You don't?
Other than, I guess, Rodgers knowing their defensive players.
Yeah.
Right.
He knows their wide receivers too.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, do I think that Justin Fields knows like our secondary? No, because it's all new. He knows JPJ, but everyone else is new.
Yeah. Okay. I think the Steelers have an advantage.
Why is that?
I think Mike Tomlin, and I had that information somewhere as far as season openers. I think he's pretty good in season openers, and there's a reason for that. He has a lot of time to prepare for the team, and then he knows Justin Fields by having them just 1 year. Yeah, I think he knows Justin Fields inside and out. And matter of fact, he brought up something during his press conference where he said, and I thought I made a note somewhere. Yeah, he said the Steelers have some schematic things up their sleeves. I loved hearing that. So that actually makes me feel real good. I think the Steelers are going to ball out. Not only do I believe the Steelers will win, I think the Steelers will win big.
Yeah.
I think they'll win big.
So what are you calling?
I'm saying like 28-10.
Oh.
And I don't like to really give score predictions.
Yeah.
I'd rather say win or loss.
Yeah.
But since you put me on the fence, I'm saying 28-10 Steelers.
Okay.
We'll see how that works out, Ken. If I'm right, I'll have to do it like every week. Okay.
Do you? I'm gonna ask you a question because it is new.
Yeah.
This is a new team that we are watching.
Yeah.
Okay. And you could just do over under. I don't need like a big number, right? Over under Aaron Rodgers passing yards, 200 yards.
Oh, over.
Over.
Yeah.
How about over under rushing touchdowns? Like 2. You think we have more than 2 rushing touchdowns?
Rushing, I say under.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Roman Wilson, over under 5 catches.
Under.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good questions. Yeah. All right. So I was able to find, the kickoff. They were calling it kickoff weekend.
Okay.
Okay. And Mike Tomlin in the kickoff weekend is 11-6-1. In the kickoff weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's something to Mike Tomlin having a bye week or going into the season
Who
opener.
did we tie? Was it Cleveland that won? I think it was Cleveland.
I can't remember. I think you might be right. I think you might be right. So everybody, that's what's going on. I know we said 10 minutes overtime. We went a little bit longer. but we had to get all of the relevant information in. We are fired up. We'll have actual NFL regular season games to break down next week.
And news.
Yeah.
News, updates, scores. Let's talk about it.
Loving it.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. So,
and remember, your man here, Kev, is going to be at the stadium in the locker room.
That's right.
Talking to him. So if there's something that goes on throughout the game, and
you got to
like,
be on YouTube.
Yeah,
you got to be on YouTube.
Or like what I always tell people that follow me for the Penguins.
Yeah.
Shoot me a question. Like if you're actually interested in something that's happening and it's not like, hey, why did we lose?
Right.
Shoot a question over. Like we are there engaging with them. We get to ask questions. So let us know. Yeah. That's why we're here. We are a conduit for you.
Directly after the game, if you hop on YouTube, send a comment. I would like for you to ask Mike Tomlin this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be looking. Or if it's Aaron Rodgers, right? Whoever it might be.
Yeah.
So big game. It's 1:00, New York City, New Jersey, Meadowlands, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Jets. One thing to look for, well, a few things to look for, and it's all about the running game, if you ask me. The Steelers need to stop the run, and the Steelers need to be able to run. Okay, the Steelers can't put this all on Aaron Rodgers. It really has to be a balanced attack, and it needs to start on Saturday. And then for all of you on the radio stream, please know that every game day, I normally provide a game day preview.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you just don't have to be on YouTube. You could do both. The game day preview is on the radio stream. Okay? So it lets you know what the key of the games are.
Yep. Okay,
so look out for that. It'll play all morning Sunday. So please check it out. The website again is pghDSEN.com. So this has been overtime of Soul Take on Pittsburgh's DSEN. We started a little late, so we wanted to try to make it up. So I'm glad we did, Ken. I'm glad we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So 30 seconds.
Let's go.
Wrap up.
Let's go Steelers. That's it. Let's go. Big weekend. Thank you all for following. Thank you all for engaging. Excited for a new season.
All right. And as Ken said, thank you. We can't thank you enough for listening in. For those of you that listen live or listen to the recording, we really appreciate it. We have a lot of good things coming up as well. We can't share with you right now, but we're looking to get bigger and better. Okay, as far as what we bring you from a content standpoint. So we're fired up, not just for the Steelers. We're fired up, Ken, for Pittsburgh's DSEN.
Absolutely.
As we move into our 4th season as well. So make sure everyone knows about it. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, spread the word that we are here and we're bringing you Pittsburgh sports content, Pirates, Steelers, Pitt, Penguins, high school football, high school basketball, whatever is going on in Pittsburgh is our intent to bring it directly to you. So we're going to go ahead and sign off, and we do hope that everyone join us again next Tuesday after a Pittsburgh Steelers victory. One minute, Ken. One minute. One minute. Because I gave you a score, so you put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to give me a score as well.
Okay. 34-18.
Ooh, high scoring.
Yep.
First game of the year, over 30 points, Ken.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty aggressive, man.
I think we have been sitting in the loss from last year.
Okay.
We want to ball out. Let Rodgers throw. Let's get the ball moved around.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
34-18.
All right.
Steelers.
All right, everyone. Take care, and we are out.